Hi guys, and welcome back to Art of the Arrow with me, Kevin, and Michael. Today,
hello.
Yeah, very sorry about that. Today we have round 3 of the Armoury event at Geek Sunderland, and today today we have again me on Riptide and Ivan on Bravo, which, as it was said in yesterday's video, that it is an Aura Bravo with a little bit of a twist in this match, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're starting on 5, he's starting at 1.
Yeah, and I'm also using Dreadball, it's quite cool.
So if you saw the previous 2 days against Prism and Azuri, Kev was on Dreadball. Big handshake there. Oh, it's Ivan. It's always exciting if you're Ivan.
So this is the first match where I actually managed to use the Dreadball. I would have used it in the Azuri, but again, I had previous deck knowledge, so I knew that it wasn't going to play into too much. Luckily, this is the one round where I'm playing Dreadball and I remember that I don't draw a card.
This is also the first time that you didn't get an attack reaction in your first hand.
No, I'm still threatening 9 damage.
Yeah. I blocked.
Yeah, full block,
no
that's
damage.
fine.
He's down to 1, you nearly won.
Yeah, so we don't realise that this was Ivan's previous life totals from his last game, which we don't realise for a little while, but again, this is going to be quite a long match. It's a fatigue, until he comes in with a crippling crush turn 1.
Every time I see him on Bravo, his first attack is always crippling crush.
Yeah.
He did it in me, in the next round.
Yeah.
Dominate.
It's fine, I'll just block 9 and keep a card in hand and I'll move to Arsenal pass.
You block 9?
Block 9, 3 arrows and perch grapplers.
Also you blocked 11?
Oh yeah, sorry, 11, not 9.
Staying on 5.
Yes.
How long do you take to realise that you're so
I think it was this turn. Which
was Bravo.
Yep, Spiral Crush. I think this is where Ivan realises, because I'm still in my own little world at this point. Yeah, there we go. And then because I see that, I'm like, I'm not going to do this.
This is an interesting matchup for me though, because Bravo is quite aggressive, but he has a lot of blocks, equipment-wise and stuff as well.
100%.
He's using them civic steps, and I am very questionable against you for them.
So, I don't think they played a major role in this.
It's just against Ranger, the one thing you don't want to do. Oh, you whiffed.
We've whiffed 2 out of 3 so far. We've won on 1 of them. Yeah, there we go. He's got no pitch floating, so coming back for another 3. And I match it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to take 3 as well.
So on his turn, you've pushed as much damage as him.
Yes.
I've noticed this with you. Do you always do that with equipment? Just block with it early as possible to get a bit of an early lead?
So the way I view my equipment is that it's there to block.
Mm-hmm.
Trench is there to do what it needs to do. And that's that. Once I get the Crown of Providence, again, it's going to give me the 5-card hands.
With Dreadball, I feel like you played that smart because you weren't doing that with Skullbone before. You were just kind of loading up, shooting them, kind of going aggressive without caring what was coming next because you're drawing a lot of cards. With Dreadball, you have learned to be careful with what your next card is going to be because you need an arrow. You can't afford to not draw something.
This was a nasty little thing, which I didn't realise, but he blocked with 2 Starstrucks, so he got 2 Seismic Surges.
Wow.
Which,
that Unity.
It felt bad. So
a Starstruck, it's one of the new cards with Unity. It's not too new, but there's a lot of cards with Unity which specifies if you block with another card and
another
this
action card from hand.
Oh, is that what that
specifies? They all specify action card.
Right, so
and it has to be from hand.
They've all got different effect based on whose specialisation it is. Bravo's being a Seismic Surge, obviously. Yep. Lexi's was an embodiment of lightning.
Yep.
She never got them before, but it is suited for her because she is a lightning hero. Briar got one with embodiment of Earth, just stuff like that.
Which the embodiments of Earth were probably the most annoying ones.
Yeah, I lost my Briar match at the column because of that. Got 2 off.
Yeah.
So he fully blocked with 11 because he blocked with, I think it was Iron Wave, is that what it's called?
The Iron Wave, the chess piece, yeah. So I'm making sure that I don't get that debilitate, which I'm sure gives you first attack -2 attack.
Yeah.
Which, in this, I don't want that to happen at all.
It's like a miniature pulverize.
Yes, again, there we go. Nice little battering bolt for 7.
So this combo, a lot of people question me, Why do I run Battle Run Ball with Dread Ball? Why the fuck not? If you're expecting some defense reactions to be in that hand, especially Bravo, you don't know what kind of Bravo that is, no matter what, before you go into it. If he's got defense reactions in hand, you're going to look at it and discard them and take more life.
Yeah, 100%.
So why are people questioning this? I don't know, but there's the last Starstruck there.
Yeah, and he takes 4. He's debating on something else here. Decides to take the 4. I forgot that he got the +1 from Dreadball. And I see this hand, and straight away I'm like, oh no, we're getting Terror Sunder Amethyst,
Imposing
Visage, and Cranial Crush.
Oh, God.
So in my head I was like, we're getting something nasty here. But what he does instead, which I can fully see the value of, is create a Seismic. And instead of going with Amethyst, decides to lead with that to get the value out of the Seismic Surge.
Mm-hmm.
Which I fully understand, it makes sense. Which I'm sure it stops me from drawing cards. Which if I was using Death Dealer,
I would side this in with you, if I'm honest with you. Against any ranger, that's Death Dealer. But yeah, it's still a good card because it's a lot of damage too. Because if you just like, I'm not going to draw, you're still taking 8 damage.
But I'm pretty sure I do just take the 8.
Mm-hmm.
And this was where I was like, right, I need the push.
That's more than 20% of your life. It's 20% of his.
Yeah.
And you're still on 38, but I mean, Dreadball is doing its work. When you look into this matchup, how likely did you think it was that you were going to need that quiver to not fatigue?
So this Riptide is somewhere between being a fatigue and an aggro.
Mm-hmm.
It's my own little thing, and certain matches, it's nice to just have it there. It's just like, if I need it, it's a nice little bag up. I'm just blocking with cross wrap there for the sake of blocking with cross wrap, just because I can. But
you don't want to save it.
It doesn't matter. Why does it matter?
Crush effect.
What crush effect? I've got reactions. I don't care.
It's just that 1 more damage.
So trenching away. I can't remember what it was, but we trenched it away regardless.
You're never really going to find out without Death Dealer now. So it's all a mystery in this one, guys.
Rav Rubble seeing a Tar Pit Trap, which Tar Pit is never one of the ones I expected to run, but again, it's a 3 block from Arsenal, especially in the Guardian, you need it quite a bit.
Any defense reaction, I hold him in as well with his earlier, it's more of a block.
Yes, coming in for 6 with an infecting shot. Just, push a little bit of damage. If he takes it, he's on less life than I am.
I have seen some Riptides run Cult of Commotion just to give them the go again with the quicken, and if they know they've got a tar pick on the next. It is just a meme more than anything.
In that case, you might as well just run the new Intoxicating Shot.
Yeah.
Give
them something.
I'm not a fan. I can see why it would work. It's way better in Blitz. It makes sense in Blitz. I can get behind that. But sitting in CC and I'm like, yeah, it's a 0 cost for 4 with, it's a blue 3 block. Well done. It's got 2 on-hit effects that don't benefit me.
You did have a lot of pitch here, I've just noticed as well, unless whatever's on the Arsenal, because reloading from the Rad Raggle and then hitting the infecting shot, pushing the blood pots, you're still pushing damage here.
On the 3rd video, you only just realised now the barely pitch cards.
No, for the Dreadball, maybe if you get that +1, sometimes they're like that +1 because 5 becomes 6, 6 becomes 7 and stuff like that.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah, so...
Or Terror Sunder, hand cost.
And for 7. 7 with an on-hit discard 2. Of my choice, of course.
Not crush either, so this is just anything.
It's just, that's what I specified. I was like, it is just if it hits at all. Mm-hmm. So, I'm sure that I didn't really mind it. Because I had quite a cool little plan in my head. But this is probably is the quickest game of the entire event.
Round 2, Bravo Riptide?
Bravo Riptide. Me and Ivan are both quite speedy players. That's what I found. Even me sat here thinking, I'm like, I don't know what I want to do, but how much is this going to affect me?
I've only ever went to nearly time with Ivan once, only because he was testing out the Orlum deck.
Yes.
And I was running Dreadball, so everything was well thought out. And he still 100%. Managed to fatigue us, and he's the only person to do that with Orlum with Dreadball.
Yeah.
Only person. Everyone else I beat.
Yeah, it makes sense. Here we go, losing the trench.
Ooh.
One match where I was trying to lose trench and then block 7.
So that's where Skullbone also came in handy as well. But
it's fine.
Equipment's gone. You've took no damage, lost anything really important.
Nope. So I know from experience that with a Bravo, a lot of the time they're gonna swing some form of attack at you regardless.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, I don't mind having a trap in Arsenal because it's probably going to do something regardless. You know, it's just a cheeky little button shuffle fall. Who knows what could happen? I've got one floating on the card in hand.
That's not bad, boss. Dreadball for 5, go again on hitting.
Oh, yes, sorry, yes. That was the intention.
That one, get the fans in with that one. But
Yeah.
Dreadball and Bolton shot work so nicely together.
Oh, yeah, 100%. It makes sure it works every time.
That with bullseye braces as well. That's when you've got 2 of them and you just want to absolutely unload on them. That's
Yes.
the funniest part.
I still find it quite amusing now because, you know, you got a little naked Riptide stood there with nothing but a
I don't think
cover.
anyone wants to see a naked Riptide. I mean, I've looked in the mirror yesterday. I'm pretty close to it, but
Just do a Shrek cosplay, you'll be there.
Shrek. How they do the truffle shuffle.
I can't remember what I was thinking here. I don't know.
You're not thinking about
I
naked
can't-
Riptide, are you?
I can't remember what was in hand or anything. Like, just looking to see what's gone. What could the ponder hit?
Did he take
No.
3 or was this reaction stage?
He took 3.
So,
He did take the 3, so I can't get the reload. I'm putting this infecting shot on top to use this codex.
So you had
There
2
we go.
tarpets, now you've got 2 codexes.
Yeah.
He did look like he wanted to keep his hand, so you have done the right thing here where
Yes.
getting rid of a card, and he is getting one of his choice, I suppose.
Yeah, and I believe it was just a crippling crush. Like, it's just disgusting being able to just cycle it. Obviously, I know it's my own fault he's cycling it, but it still doesn't feel nice.
So what he discards though.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he has a crippling crush in hand and that's all 3, he's saying one's in the deck somewhere from pitching.
Yeah, he pitched the one on first turn.
For the crippling crush as well.
Yeah.
And what's he coming in for? Debilitate.
Yeah. So he can pay for it. And then
Yeah.
let's just see an infecting shot for 5.
Can you remember the Pro Quest where me and you sat next to each other, Azalea against 2 Bravos,
Yes.
and we could not have had such different Bravos at all.
Yeah. The Bravo I went against was very stally and slow, and it made me burn out quite quick, and then I realised before it was too late that I needed to slow down a bit.
And why is that? Who broke his boots?
I don't know.
Is that
It's
sort
fine.
of temper?
It's fine. Either way, I got a quicken token, and neither of us realised that at the time. But I don't think it would have played too much of a difference into the game. So we got a nice little Crippling Crush coming in for 10.
We'll see at the end stages. 10 though, not dominated.
No,
Didn't have enough to pay for it.
Pitfall Trap. This was a hand I was quite a big fan of. So dealing 3 there.
Hold on, what? Has he got a red and 2 blues?
No, it's 2 blues and a red. So I'm going to play this, my nice little tech, I'm going to play this Rain Razors to trigger Riptide, to then use this Tripwire Trap from Arsenal.
Why? I mean, right now it does not matter. But why didn't he get rid of the red and keep flying for a dominate crippling crush with that blue durability?
It would not have mattered.
But why wouldn't you have? Because you wouldn't have assumed you were going to do that.
Oh well, yeah, of course. But I don't know. I can't remember the thought process of that. Like, I was just quite happy to do my.
You must be making him nervous because usually Bravo, in my opinion, is much more favoured into Riptide than anything else.
I like this hand because it was just load this Remorseless. I still have the Quicken from those Civic Steps. So even if I have a 1-card hand, that still is coming to 5. Like, at this point, I'm sitting and waiting. I'm waiting to see what I can do.
But I see you have 1 E-strike in the deck there.
Yes.
What's that one?
So this is Disable.
Oh, what does that one do again?
It does equipment things.
Equipment things, the ones that your naked Riptide does not care about.
Like, oh wait, no, it's Buckland Blow that does that. I think it stops things from gaining attack.
That's Chokeslam.
That's Chokeslam. Let's find out what debilitate is.
Let's not look like a spoon again in your
No, it's
opinion.
Disable, right? Yeah, let's not sound like a spoon, actually. Disable Fab TCG. What do we got?
We'll just have a search.
Yeah, I don't want to seem like an idiot. It does 4 more. Oh yeah, put a card from their arsenal on the bottom of the deck, which I think we've already seen. Yeah,
It was remorseless, yeah.
so it puts the card in the arsenal under the deck, which I didn't mind. So we're going to come in for what I believe was 8 go again draw card.
I think I would
On
have
hit
went for the
ponder.
gold card, yeah. I think I would have went for the the draw card if you've already got the go again.
It was either that or come in for 10 on hit ponder with go again.
Yeah.
But I had a Razor Reflex and a Sigil in hand, so it wouldn't have mattered. So getting that card draw and being able to maybe threaten something else was quite nice, but I don't think I drew anything worthwhile. I think it was a list of blood drops and a Sigil still in hand. So, but again, at this point we're playing quite... I know I am anyway, I'm playing quite control and I don't want to do too much at any point. I'd rather just get my attacks in and do what I can while still not taking any damage. Yep.
That's what you want to say, bottom 2 cards.
Amethyst for full, which, to be honest, is the best thing I could have heard at this point.
Jesus.
It doesn't do anything, but we'll just block the 3.
Again.
Like,
fully block it.
This is why I didn't mind losing the trench, because regardless he's going to keep something so he can swing.
Yeah.
So me keeping that trap in Arsenal usually would be quite a bad decision, and usually it would mean I can't do anything afterwards until it's gone. Knowing a Bravo is going to swing no matter what means I can do that with a safety net.
You managed to keep the full card hand as well.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that choke slam.
Yep.
That one is quite devastating.
Close and chain.
Like really devastating.
Straight in for this 7. So again, baiting that little 3 go again on hit reload.
Riptide's ability, I don't know how people aren't doing so well with him. He has such a broken ability.
It's because he doesn't have access to the specializations like Azalea does.
Yeah, I mean, disruption versus... I would say disruption, but like on your turn.
Yeah.
Rather than your own.
Yes, 100%. And see, Ivan weighing up the options decides to take the 7. Which I was so happy to hear.
So this is like the Bravo I went against, where it was absolute aggro and didn't care for what was actually happening.
Yeah. See, this was where I knew something was going on. He's got 2 floating, a card in hand and a card in arsenal. I knew something was going on here. There's no way you take a Seek and Destroy if you don't have a pummel.
Does that staunch?
A red... Oh, sorry, it's a red staunch. There is no floating, but he has a card in hand and a card in arsenal.
I was going to say this, so this is a 4.
So I knew it was a pummel.
Yeah. So 4 turns into 10.
Yes. 4 turns into 10 with an on hit. Oh no, sorry, no on hit.
No on hits with pummel of the weapon.
Yep. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, let's make you feel special.
Yeah. Let's get it back down to what it was for your previous match.
Yeah.
You're only 4 life off.
Let's see who goes to 1 quicker.
So again, we're just gonna do what we always do.
You do have to play this risk with Bravo because he can dominate a little bit easier than Azalea.
Yeah, 100%.
Fair enough, Azalea can go searching and just do it not there and then, but he only has to pay it 2 and his deck is quite blue heavy.
Nice little 4 go again on hits, reloads. It's breaking that little threshold.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 2 card block if you're that bothered. But again, I don't care on the Riptide. I can just do stuff from hand. Let's play this list with blood rots. And then let's go with a Falcon Wing for 6 go again on the blood rots. He's still got 2 cards in hand.
Fully block this with the last 2 cards if you can, unless he's gone over.
He has an Imposing Visage in hand.
Is that block 3?
Yes.
Yeah. So you've emptied his hand again, continuing on. This is what I love with the different games, like against Bravo.
Yeah. And
with our Armouries, I've noticed it's just going against so many different heroes in each game. I think there wasn't anyone who played the same hero.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter who you're...
I love this so much.
And have you
Endless Hour for 7 go... 7 on hit ponder.
And if you got Razor Reflex in hand, I'm guessing.
I might, I don't know.
I can't say.
I know I've definitely got Rain Razors. So we get the ponder, we get that Endless Arrow back, but we don't have the go again. He's blocking 8. Yeah, he's blocking 8. So it dealt 1.
Oh, he took 2 there.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it might have been
7 and 2 blocks.
Yeah, there was 2 blocks there. Yeah, sorry. Right, Rebel, 4 go again.
Going wide at this stage is so naughty.
Just having the access to the go wide is so nice.
Yeah.
I felt bad this time because I was like, I've got him. Like, as soon as I drew the hand and saw the red on top, I was like, I've got him. So I felt bad because he was thinking a lot here. He was thinking so much, and afterwards he explained to us why it was such a weird match for him.
Yeah.
Which is also the little thing I teased at the end of last video. Let's go for another photo again. Still 2 in hand, the card in Arsenal. Like, I felt bad, but you gotta do, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't have double blocked that. I would have just took the one.
It wouldn't have mattered. Because he explains to me after this, he asked if I had an arrow, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, you've won. And I was like, how? And he's like, I have defense reaction in hand. And it was a staunch response.
So Arsenal.
I can't remember what was in Arsenal, but it was one of those. He had a defense reaction in hand.
He had staunch response in Arsenal.
Yeah, he had an E strike and a staunch in hand. Yeah, so there we go. Another win for Riptide. 3-0 currently. Doing quite well. I'm quite happy with how the deck's performing. And the little fun fact I was going to give you about that, the Bravo there. It's an Aura Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Before that match, he took all the auras out because of the on-hit effects, and because he needs to be able to keep some form of tempo, and stuff like that, which you can't really do when you need a block as well.
I mean, it's understandable, especially with Bravo the way he is. Like crush effects, I don't think they really bother you that much unless it's disrupting your
Arsenal or damage.
Damage and like boosting damage, especially when you've got Dreadball there. Yes. The idea of it is to boost the attack.
But it was almost as if every turn when he had a big attack, I had a way to negate all of it.
Yeah.
Like that pitfall into playing the defensive rain raisers into another tripwire trap from Arsenal is huge, and I found it's one of my biggest and most favourite players to do. And I remember the game against you when you were on Azalea. You came at me with a Bolton shot, which was just for 4. And I was like, I've got
it was Spire.
There was the Bolton shot one as well, because I used a go again trap and a higher than base trap, and I killed you with it.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah, but the defensive rain raisers exist, and I'm very happy about it. And I've never seen anyone else do it, so I'm quite happy. I'm going to claim that as my own.
Videos, if I'm honest with you,
I did.
Sure.
I did in that one. So when it was the pitfall trap from Arsenal, and then I played the rain raisers to get the tripwire trap in Arsenal.
Oh no, I mean for like on my ammo. Like if you did it on the video against a ranger where you buff the other person's attack to then get your trigger.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, we didn't play against any rangers.
No. The one from the last video said about Stephen building Sandscour.
Yes.
He was the only other ranger player actually there, other than you, and it was Azalea. It was a unique Azalea as well, because my games were fairly quick. Because, well, it's me. I don't like to think about turns.
Yeah, that's true. You're an indecisive KNO player.
I'm very decisive, and I'm decisive of I'm either going to kill you turn 0 or I'm dead. That's my decision.
I have 3 turns to win the game. That's the KNO mindset. I'm an OG KNO player.
Fucking 2.
Before we had Wildfire.
My hardest game was Prison with KNO. But anyway, with the Azalea, it was just watching his games just to keep an eye on what he was doing and that. Making a few mistakes. I think everyone thinks Azalea is very straightforward. It isn't, as much as what you would think. With the Sandscour build that he did, it wasn't. Like the choices he was making were a little bit off, in my opinion. I would have done something so much different. I think people just read the on hits and go, right, I've got an on hit, I have a pitch.
They just want to go as big as possible.
Yeah, and not actually think about what's going on in their Arsenal this turn. When with Riptide, it's a lot more complicated. But you're doing well, mate.
It's a lot of sequencing. I'm happy about sequencing. It's what I do best.
So 3-0, and
3-0, yeah.
I believe it was the old school Dash with Tom in the final.
It is Dash Inventor Extraordinaire, and I believe it is the list that went top 8 in Worlds.
Oh yes, it is.
So that's a good one to look out for, and apologies to anyone that's in the previous videos, but my favourite match. The most interesting match in my opinion.
They've been good, these videos so far, I've got to admit, so I'm excited to say that if that was your favourite.
100%.
So, yeah, guys, tomorrow, the last round, final round, to see if Riptide can now do it. And yeah, stick around. Please subscribe. Like this video if you're enjoying this. Leave a comment of your deck lists of Riptide, please. I really want to see some Riptide lists now. I've watched Kev play Riptide now. Are you calling yourself a Riptide main?
I'm a Riptide main for now.
He's announced it. He's officially a Riptide main now. So.
But if anyone wants to send a list or anything like that, I'm more than happy to do some reviews and stuff. And yeah, I'm not going to claim myself to be the best Riptide player in the world, but I'll definitely have a look and give you some constructive criticism, we'll say. Yeah, thank you very much, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.